What's up YouTube? Clueless Bushcraft here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just out here doing a few things and I just wanted to record it. I have updates on Raven that I want to share. I also have updates on the rabbits. And I have updates on what's going on in the backyard here. This is the garden and it looks kind of like a overrun mess. I need to spend time actually cleaning everything up, all the weeds, all the things I don't need over here. I have the sunchokes growing there. And these containers here, these trash cans, are filled with compost. They're actually more so just like rabbit poop and stuff from over here. All of this wood that you see here is from the hutch that I took apart. This container here is deer hides. I have more wood down over here and trash that I've collected right there that I need to get rid of periodically. And then this is all just the wire mesh from all of the hutch stuff over here. But over here you can see this is where the hutch was, and I'm going to be clearing all of this up right there. That is sort of like just screening that I have up to cover up all of the rabbits. But let's go look at the rabbits real quick. Actually, before that, I want to show you guys this, and then I also want to talk about Raven before we talk about the rabbits. This is something that I'm working on right now. It's called the discipline protocol. And I have just things that I have written out like this. So like I'm going to be creating a vision board and I'm going to have all of this written out. I have a lot more stuff through here. And I use ChatGPT to kind of have this all set up for me. I'm going to try to work on myself and use this to help me with it. I want to create habits. I want to create systems that I can follow to achieve my goals. So I've been using this sketchbook as a place to kind of write out everything. And I have my goals written in here and even all of the systems and everything and the tasks that I need to do. So filming this video here today was all scheduled. I have a schedule that I have set out for the day as tasks. I have blocks of time for different types of tasks. And if I end up not finishing that task, I just stop. And then I go on to the next thing. And if I need to finish one of the tasks, I just put it on for next day, and then continue from there. And so far, having something structured like this has really helped, because I feel like having all the free time in the world kind of prevents me from being organized, because I tend to just do things anytime I want to, and that's not structured, and it's really hard to keep track of things. And so I've built up a schedule to make sure that I'm doing things on time. I want to start off with some background information if you guys aren't updated. About 2.5 weeks ago, Raven started vomiting a lot. She vomited up all of her food, and it was just something that kept occurring like every couple of weeks or so. I would transition her back into her kibble. I'll start off with like some bland food and then transition her back. And then once she's back on her regular kibble, after a couple more days, she'll vomit or have some sort of diarrhea or something again, right? And it was just a cycle that kept happening for months. And so I finally brought her to the vet, and this was about a week and a half ago. I brought her to the vet, and it was kind of inconclusive. They got x-rays done, they got blood work done, they got a bunch of stuff done, and I spent $600, and it was kind of inconclusive. And they wanted me to spend more money to send her x-rays to a radiologist to be able to like understand what they were looking at, because they weren't sure. And they also wanted me to spend more money getting another x-ray done after like a few days or something, and that was just frustrating, and I just didn't have money. And I really want to thank everyone who donated. And I'm going to put up like a list or a name. I'm going to type everyone's names out and just thank everyone individually and make a dedicated video for that, because I really appreciate everyone's donations, because that helped pay for that vet visit. that ended up being inconclusive, but Raven ended up being fine. And Raven being fine is pretty much the most important thing to me. I just don't want her sick, and I just want her healthy. But just a few days ago, like three days ago, for some reason, Raven, during the day she was fine, but she was hesitant to eat. But I finally got her to eat, and then in the afternoon, around like 5 p.m. or something, my sister came home, and Raven got up from her nap to go greet my sister. And Raven would always like grab a toy or something like that when she greets anyone. And so she went and she grabbed her ball, or was going to grab her ball, and she let out like a yelp, like a screech, and it sounded like she was in pain. And so then I look over, and she's like trying to grab her ball. She uses her paws up front to try to like pull it back or something, but she doesn't like bend over all the way to pick up her toy. So ever since then until now, it's been like 3 days, Raven doesn't pick up any of her toys anymore. She'll like be very hesitant to pick up a toy, and she's very hesitant to eat food from a bowl also. I've been having to hand feed her, and here's some footage of what's been going on. But yeah, it's been really frustrating, and I don't know what to do. See, when we're outside, Raven will put her head down to the ground to sniff. See? So she's fine. So I'm not sure why she won't do it with balls and toys at home. Maybe she's just scared of it now because she's felt some pain while doing it. I don't get it when she's eating either. She still occasionally like shakes her head as if there's something in her ears. And when I push back on her ear, like her lower ear, when I'm trying to massage it, it seems like it hurts her too. But that's kind of always happened in the past, so I'm not sure. There you go. Come on. Good girl. Let's eat. Good girl. Come on. Let's eat. Okay. Come on, Raven. Come here. Come here. Raven. Eat your food. Come on. She's more interested than that. This container has like deer hides in it. We normally don't eat outside, but she's not eating inside too, so I might as well try it. Come here, Raven. Okay. Good girl. Oh. She's eating, kind of. Let's see. Oh, okay, good. See, I don't want to. I don't want to have to like hand feed her. She just seems hesitant to eat, and it doesn't seem normal. Either she's not hungry, or I don't really even know, or if she's still feeling pain. See, some food is dropping, and I'm not sure if she'll go for it. She usually does. Yeah, see, she's not eating the food that dropped. And this is normal, where she'll like grab a bunch of food and turn away and chew and eat. Like oftentimes she'd do that and some food would fall out of her mouth and she'd finish it up right away. Oh, there you go. See, she's being... Okay, see? She wants to eat more now. So weird. And her collar thing, right? Touching the bowl and making that noise, it's not scaring her. Some people referenced that and thought that was the case, but that's not it. Okay. Raven's doing good then. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want her eating grass. Okay, clean bowl, good. Okay, Raven, let's go inside. Come on. Risk here, putting this on the ground to see if she'll take it. This is her probiotic. Okay. Okay. Cube. Come on. Here. Oh, okay. See? So she is reaching down to eat stuff. But she seems hesitant. Maybe she's scared that that her head reaching down will hurt her again. Maybe that's why she's been hesitant. So yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna raise up her food bowl so that way she's not scared anymore. Seems like I could probably just kind of wait it out and see, because for the most part Raven is okay. It's just her neck. If she moves it up too high or too low, or if he jerks it around too much, she's in pain. So hopefully this is just a strain and it goes away over time. But this has gotten me so worried. It's because I just can't afford to go to the vet again. And yeah, I don't even know. All right, let's go check on the rabbits. Okay. So these guys here is Cassie's litter. They need some water. I've been out here probably like 5 to 7 times a day now because it's been warmer to fill up their water. There you go. They've got plenty of food still. Notice there's a bunch of food right here. It's because they've been biting on the mesh at the bottom of their food container, and it's just been, there's a hole in it, and so they've been dropping all of their food here, and it's been wasting a bit. But I haven't bothered to fix it. Some water there. And these guys in here, they are Rukia's babies. I forget how old they are. They're probably close to like 13, 14 weeks old, maybe. But yeah, these guys are the most skittish out of all the rabbits that I currently have. Like, that's why they're kind of all back there. But yeah, these guys are very skittish. I think there's 6 of them in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 7 of them. And then there should be 6 up here. So there's 3 black ones, 2 casters, and 1 chocolate up here. These are Cassie's second litter. And these guys are fine. Here's Lila. Lila is doing fine. She has her food and water here. She's doing good. I want to get rid of her soon, and I've been saying that for months now. But the reason why I've been waiting is because these individual rabbits, they don't take up that much feed. The other rabbits over here, they take up a lot more feed, so I want to get rid of them first. And I just want to find a good time to process her. I want to spend time making a video and everything, and I want to make sure that I honor her as one of my first rabbits and I want to keep her skull. Actually, I want to actually keep Totoro and Cassie's skull also, and I want to try to clean it and keep it, and just as a memento. But I will be keeping the pelt and everything. And yeah, I want to get all of this cleared up like ASAP. And I got Cassie here. She's just hanging out over here. She's doing good too. It's just kind of hot today, and they've just been laying out. These two down here are empty. We've got Fiona here. Fiona is Cassie and Totoro's daughter, and these are Fiona and Totoro's babies. So these are the grandchildren. So there's, I believe, 4 casters, 1 amber, a black one here, and a chinchilla. This chinchilla, this is Nimbus. I've been bringing her inside and interacting with her every day. So she's fine with me grabbing her and holding her and stuff like that, and petting and touching her. The other ones are not as, like familiar with all of that, so they kind of run away. This one right here, this black one, is somewhat familiar, but I haven't been spending that much time with it either. But Nimbus, she's been fine. She's accustomed to me handling her and stuff. Yeah. And it's really, really crazy to see the difference between all of the rabbits, of the ones that I interact with and the ones that I don't. It's really, really interesting. But yeah, she is doing good. She's just kind of hot. But more water. There you go. Last but not least, we've got Totoro over here. Totoro is doing good. He's got water, he's got food, and he's just been hanging out, and he's doing good. I gotta process him too. So pretty much all of this right here, you saw this on the other side earlier. I have this back door here that leads into the shed, but it's kind of a mess right now. But eventually I want to clear up all of this. I want to get rid of all of this. I'm going to put up privacy walls up that are more proper, fencing and everything that's up to code. And then I'm going to put all of this back in, and everything be more organized and cleaned, and we'll be good again. I'm going to be honest. I'm hesitant to get rid of everyone. Because I'm not selling my rabbits, and I'm not planning on using these rabbits for show or anything. They're mostly for meat, and just to be able to feed myself, to have meat. Meat for Raven also, and my rest of my family and stuff. And I want something sustainable, and this is sustainable. I can sustain something like this even at a smaller scale. I don't need to go all big and crazy. I can just stick to what I have like this. I could even go smaller, and I feel like I'd be fine. I feel like it's not that hard to increase the amount of rabbits that you have simply by just breeding a couple of times or breeding a few. So yeah, I'm tempted to keep Totoro and who is it? Fiona. I'm tempted to keep Totoro and Fiona and just get rid of the rest and just keep the 2 of them, and then the babies obviously, but I'll just keep it. I'll reduce their cage size for just a little bit, for maybe a week or something, so that I can get rid of everything and get everything inspected and be okay, and then I'll be able to then take them back out and then put them back in like a larger cage or something, and then that way I could learn how to set up a watering system or a feeding system that I could leave it for several days. You know, I don't want to have to be able to go back and check on them every single day. I want to be able to just like set it up and forget it. And that's something that could happen and could work during the months that don't freeze. So when it starts getting cold enough to where water freezes, then that'll be a problem. But for now, like, yeah, if I can set something up where I can just have one big cage for all the rabbits that I need, it might work. It might work. But you see all of this. This is stuff that I need to get rid of. All of this trash here, and then all of the other stuff. All of this stuff here too. They're not necessarily trash, but it's stuff that I need to put away. Same thing with all of this stuff here. It's just kind of laying out, and I need a place for all of this. And it's been a challenge to get all of this done. So that's where all of this comes into play. You know, I'm going to block off time. I'm going to spend some time getting things together, and I'm going to get things done little by little. Let's open this up. Let me show you this. This is really cool. So, oh, it looks like there's mold. Yeah, that's mold. But that's fine. This won't affect the solution. But this bucket right here is a bucket of black walnuts. And it actually smells really good. It smells fragrant, and it smells like alcohol, kind of. But basically, I'm letting this ferment and sit in here like this. And the tannins are leaching out into the water. That's why the water looks all dark like this. And this liquid here is meant for tanning the rabbit hides. So yeah, once I am ready, and once I feel like this is ready, I'm going to strain out the liquid. So I'm gonna get rid of all the particles and bits and pieces like this, and only use the liquid. And you take the raw rabbit hides that I've already stretched and cleaned and everything, and I take that, I put it in here, I soak it for about a week or so, and then from there, the tannins would have already soaked all the way through, and that's when you take it out, you wring it out, you let it dry a little bit, and then put fat on it, and then you stretch it. Yeah, it's going to be a really challenging process, a long process. It's a lot of work, but I want to get this done and see how things come out. But I'm going to see if I can spend some more time finding more black walnuts to make a strong solution so that I can continue making the rabbit hides. This is really cool. There you go. And this has been like fermenting for about a week and a half, maybe, or probably a week now. All right, so let's go over here to where all of the plants are in the garden. This right here is called perilla. It's a perilla plant with the leaves here, and I've got a ton more growing right here. Like all of that right here is perilla, and it grows all the way out there too. I've got a bunch of green onions there that you can find at the grocery store that was just planted. But over here, I used to have a lot of Egyptian walking onions growing here, but I ended up clipping the tops of them and planting them, and then I also cut up a lot of them and brought them inside to cook and eat. We've got milkweed here, a bunch of milkweed plants right here. I'm keeping them as cordage, but then I also have stinging nettle growing here, and then a bunch of lamb's quarters. See, this is lamb's quarters. But you can see how dense it is with just a bunch of weeds. These are called smart weeds. I believe they're edible, but I don't eat them. So I'm just gonna get rid of them. And all of these plants here, they're really tall. These are probably, that one right there is probably close to 9 feet tall right there. The rest are probably like 8 to 6 feet tall and stuff. It's crazy how big this batch of sunchokes are. It goes all the way back there. And they're really dense all the way in there. And in the fall, I'm going to be pulling up the tubers and stuff and eating them. And over here, this is asparagus. These ferns that are coming out. And more over here. All of the ferns over here is asparagus. And I can't wait to get some asparagus to eat in like 2 years. I've got a bunch of tomatoes growing here. And everything is just like weeds. Just so much growing. See, these are all perilla growing right there. And just tons of tomatoes. And there's been no pruning or any maintenance. Everything is just kind of growing like a weed. And I think that's what I kind of need to do at this point. Everything is just overgrown and I need to clean things up. And over here, there's just a bunch of wood pieces here. I need to get rid of all of this. You can see like all of this here too. And all of this, all of the firewood, I need to get stacked up somewhere more proper. And yeah, see this right here, I need to tear down, get rid of everything, and eventually put up a privacy wall. So like the plan is eventually starting right there, that tiny corner. I want a privacy wall coming up that way and going a little further out to right about here probably, and then coming down this way. So eventually it'll just be a privacy wall that comes down that way like this, and then it comes and joins there and goes all the way back to the other side. And so yeah, that way I'll have more privacy, and then I can probably put up privacy wall coming out this way and then down this way too if I need to. That'll probably mostly be done before winter, and if I have the funds to do it, but we'll see. But yeah, the video has gone long enough. This is just the update. I'm going to be spending time working out here. Probably tomorrow I'm going to come out. I'll designate more time to just clearing this up right here, and you'll see like the before and after. Probably the before is right now and the after is probably going to be tomorrow. And so yeah, all this wood here, I need to figure out a place to put this. It's still usable wood, or I can just chop it up and use it as firewood, but I need a proper place to put it. I can't just put it on the ground like this. So yeah, that is it for today. Peace out.